Awesome. I'm Travis. I'm the co-founder and CTO of Armadin. Before this, I was at Google. I was the tech lead for Google's enterprise security products. There, I worked on building exabyte-scale defense systems for cybersecurity and agents that would do cybersecurity defense work. And what's happening is AI is really transforming how cybersecurity is done and the safety of computer systems. Adversaries are leveraging AI to operate faster, at scale, and with more impact. Threat actors are constantly adopting new technology, and it's been no different with AI. AI itself is a new attack surface that's growing quickly, even more quickly across the enterprise as agents are increasingly deployed. And Western superiority in cyberspace is now under threat from new threat actors. And the challenge here is that for a long time, the West has really been the main actor in cyberspace. And if it's not, it raises kind of a whole series of questions about how we're going to defend critical infrastructure, how we're going to ensure that folks' data is safe and secure. And so, along with my co-founder, Kevin, Evan, and David, we really came together from the acquisition of a company called Mandiant that came into Google. And the idea there was really bringing the world's best security experts next to the world's best builders. And there, we really used that to help build better cyber defense systems. And now what we're doing is bringing together the same expertise of builders, researchers, great engineers with expert hackers to be able to create models and agents that can go and scale proactive security work. Historically, security has been divided into reactive, or waiting for a breach to happen, and proactive, or getting out ahead of the problem. We're bringing our expertise to help scale that proactive security, to help organizations find the issues before they actually get breached. And so we have a wide amount of experience of building things and hacking things. We also have a bunch of researchers that have done really interesting work in inference optimization and agentic RL post-training for other use cases. And we've brought together a really great team from a bunch of diverse backgrounds. One of the things that's unique about our team is we have builders working together with hackers. If you haven't ever worked with a hacker before, that's not surprising. Most builders haven't. And it really brings an interesting atmosphere to our work environment because hackers look at the world very differently than builders. Hackers are kind of like always looking on the sixth sense of edge cases. And it really helps bring an interesting perspective when we're building our systems. And what we're doing is building the ultimate attacker that can help scale proactive security. We believe that we're on this march towards intelligence being much more scalable than it's been before, and the real necessity now is judgment. Being able to have models and agents that can go and execute great judgment in an environment to identify problems before they turn into security breaches. So building the ultimate attacker is really challenging and leads to a lot of interesting problems. We build an agent swarm that can go crawl over an organization, find flaws across web applications, networks, identity systems, AI agents themselves that they've deployed. We use that to create this kind of system of record or graph of that security environment that we can use for long context retrieval and that we can use to build to better understand and map out that environment. You can think of it like Google Street View, but for your cybersecurity environment. There's also a lot of other interesting challenges, like doing RL in high entropy environments where there's a lot of complexity between different cyber systems and the organizations that build them. And then safety is one of the most important things to us. We believe it's so important that this technology get into the hands of organizations in a way to protect themselves before attackers use it to try and compromise them. And so that leads to a lot of interesting challenges on training models to better do safety disengagements, when an action might not be adhering to a safe set of actions that could be executed in an environment. And we constantly train with the judgment of our human experts how to make our models and our agents better and better at having discretion, having judgment for when things should be done and when things shouldn't be done. So it's a really challenging problem space, but it's also really impactful. We help dozens of large customers in the Fortune 100 and governments help to better secure themselves and find out the flaws in their environment before the attackers do. There's help wanted in our mission to help improve cybersecurity, and we're looking for researchers, engineers across kind of all parts of the stack, design, product, and then also go to market. Thanks so much.